Blockchain is called the trust machine because of its unique architecture. We live in a world where companies and organizations, they work in silos. They're not collaborating with one another. Imagine a world where we can get rid of these silos and collaborate together. Imagine a world where we can create integrity and value for our customers. Hello everyone, my name is Galya Westler and I co-founded Plazus Technologies. And what we do is we help businesses understand their full potential with blockchain technology. And we help them understand how can they utilize the power of blockchain for their business. We help customers that are dealing with customer loyalty and we would like to automate that. Customers that are dealing with payments, such as banks and financial institutions, and also customers that are really care about security around their business and making sure that they are automating different manual processes to make it seamless for their customers. Now, when you look at this slide, you might realize that blockchain is much more than payments. It is much more than cryptocurrencies. You probably have heard about the big wave of the ICOs in the past couple of years and the big drop of ICOs and how companies were trying to sell their tokens, including ours. But now you hear of a world where blockchain has applicability for businesses. Think about insurance companies. I was sick when I visited Israel, and I had to prove to the insurance company that I am ill. I had to go to a certain medical professional, and I had to do claim management. And if there is a way to automate this process and provide me value as a customer that actually bought the insurance, imagine such a way. If there's a way for me to deliver payments to somebody instead of using Swift when you do wires online, think about delivering this payment in some sort of a digital currency, and you can automate that using blockchain. Today, I'm going to share with you two use cases that are very interesting. The first one is happening in Mexico. Anybody here been to Mexico? Yes, it's fun, it's hot, it's amazing. They're dancing everywhere. And you know what else they're doing? They are getting paid their salaries in cash. They pay all of their bills in cash. Now let me ask you, what happens when you walk around in countries like Mexico, in Latin America, in Southeast Asia, in Africa, and you carry cash in your pocket, and it is your entire salary? What happens? You become vulnerable. You become vulnerable. Did you know that people get mad every 1st and 15th of the month? Did you know that people have lack of trust in institutions, in banks, because they charge them a lot of intermediaries high fees? Did you know that people that have no choice but to accept their salaries in cash and they have no choice but to be mugged? And the project that we're doing with them is a very interesting one because we're taking this concept of a marketplace in a university where students get paid their scholarships in a digital coin and union workers get paid their salaries in a digital secure coin. And so they have a digital wallet with a digital currency and they can walk around and they can pay their bills automatically, seamlessly, and they can be protected and protect their assets. This is a very interesting use case because it deals with an interesting use case in blockchain called cross-border payments. And I invite you to come talk to me afterwards about this project. The second use case that I would like to share with you is with our dear customer, John. John is the director of Move Group, and they hire employees all over the world. They hire for LinkedIn, for Facebook, for Harvard University, and when they hire with the global workforce all over the world, they are dealing with very big challenges. And today, John, I will invite him on stage, and he's going to explain to you what is their business in global HR and what are the challenges that they're facing. And then I'll come back on stage and I will explain how we're trying to solve some of these challenges. John is a fellow engineer and fellow entrepreneur, and I would like all of you to invite him on stage.
Hello, I'm John. I'm director of Move Group. What does Move Group do? Well, it actually is all about business expansion. We support companies, small companies and large companies, to expand their businesses. We work with sort of small SMEs where they want to have a low-cost setup in a company, or even very large organizations like Facebook, Coinbase, Harvard University, to give you a few, and they want to hit the ground running. So how do we do this? We have 55 entities throughout the world of our own. We manage the whole solution. We also have partnerships with many partners, and they assist us to set up solutions. In total, we have over 160 solutions in countries worldwide. One important point here is we manage the solution from beginning to end. We always take control over the whole solution. So you always deal with our experts who have got a lot of experience in dealing with the payroll, visas, and anything associated with people operating and being employed in other countries. Well, as you can imagine, we have a lot of challenges. And I met Galya and we talked about the challenges we have. Some of these are quite, well, they're all quite obvious, I think. You see, sensitive data globally, right? Well, as a company that deals with employment, we have to gather a lot of information of passport information and personal information, which you know that GDPR covers. Very, very important. So we have to manage that. Manual processes. We have many manual processes in our company, and we have many people that are different departments, different parties managing the data. And quite often, right, we have multiple, we have times when the same data is actually entered by various people. We want to simplify this and make it efficient. Constant evolution to keep, because we've got competition. Competition in our business is very, very aggressive and very dirty at times as well. Now, we need to keep on the leading edge of technology. I'm an engineer myself. I know that technology is important to us. And it's very, very important to be associated with the top technologies. I heard about blockchain, and it seemed a good idea to possibly investigate whether we can use this, and that is what we're doing now. Integration with existing back-end systems. We have so many back-end systems. We have Salesforce, HR packages, 365, and numerous other packages of software, and we have to integrate all these, and that's what we're trying to do this moment. Okay.
When you think about different challenges such as sensitive data, we are now in Europe. We are in London, yes?
Yes.
Hey, London, which is an incredible city, by the way. We have to comply with privacy rules. Anybody heard about GDPR? It is such a huge topic. And you, as companies, if you don't comply with GDPR and with privacy rules, you will get fined with millions of dollars. And so you have to now protect an asset. And that asset is called the privacy of your users, of your customers. So when they hire online, and when they hire globally, when they hire all these different workers all over the world, they're collecting passports and personal information because they're dealing with visa and immigration for them, because they have to place them in the workforce. The second thing that they're dealing with is a lot of manual processes. John talked about how they have so many different systems. Have you guys heard of business system called Salesforce?
Yes.
Yes. What happens when one party, let's say it's a legal party, they manipulate the information on Salesforce and another party manipulates it on an Excel spreadsheet. So you end up manipulating the same data, but in different sources. And what happens when you manipulate the same piece of data and nobody's knowing what the other person is doing? What's happening? Disputes. And what happens when there are disputes? We pay the legal team, yes. But you know what else we pay with? Time. And time is our most valuable asset. And money is also our asset. And everybody loses when there are disputes. So what happens is, when you try to create one true source of the truth, also known as an immutable ledger, which is the blockchain, you can actually overcome disputes by automating it. And instead of having an intermediary such as a lawyer that says, no, you're right, no, I'm wrong, he is right, you automate all of that. And the way you automate it is with a thing called smart contracts, which is a self-executed code. And when that asset, so I'll give you an example of what we're doing. When you think about a flow in HR of onboarding a worker globally, you need to onboard that person, sign agreements, right? You need to make sure they comply with different visa requirements. You need to make sure that you're protecting their data. And so let's look at this, signing a contract, for example. When you sign a contract, you have to have one true version of the truth. Who signed it? Who approved it? Where was it signed? When was it signed? And so you do that by automating this process, and you place that proof on the blockchain. Let's look at another process, GDPR. You know that with GDPR, you now have the right to be forgotten. If you are registered with some sort of company and they collect your email address, they collect your age, your information, your passport information, you can call them, or nobody calls them. You can call them and say, I have the right to be forgotten. But who's to say that they actually removed the email address? You need one true source of the truth. And so what we do is we automate it. We first of all locate where is that data residing, because there's so many different databases. Who does it belong to? Do you comply with the rules? And then we engrave the proof on blockchain. Now I want to give you a little bit of a glimpse into the future. We are here at the conference, and we are talking about blockchain solutions for enterprises, for medium-sized businesses. But who did we forget? Who are we?
Entrepreneurs.
We forgot about the entrepreneurs. We forgot about the small business owners. Imagine a world where you can empower your business with blockchain technology, with proof, without knowing blockchain, without knowing technical skills. Imagine you have a drag and drop dashboard where you can just drag and drop a certain business activity. Say you are a lawyer and you are a copyright lawyer. And then a dancer comes into your office and the dancer says, hey, I just created a new song and dance. Can you help me? So the lawyer is going to obviously prepare the legal documents. But imagine they can do something a little bit differently and force the proof that the dancer is in fact the owner at this date, at this time. And then you engrave that on the immutable ledger. Imagine the lawyer can do that without knowing anything about blockchain. We believe in a world where blockchain will get adopted by every single businesses. A world where we can collaborate together, we can get rid of silos, and we can provide value for our customers. Enjoy the conference.